Isn't it the worst when your parents fight? I remember mine used to always get into it around the dinner table. And they would be arguing about something and they would tell us they were just discussing, but it still brought a lot of tension. And the dinner table's supposed to be a place where we can relax and tell stories and laugh together. And for me, sometimes it wasn't that at all. We want you to remember that whatever conflict your parents are going through, whether it be just a lot of fighting or a separation or divorce, the conflict they're having is not your fault. There's nothing that you could have done or could have said that would have prevented this conflict from happening. Because their relationship to each other is actually separate than their relationship with you. And even if they don't feel that love for each other, it doesn't mean that they aren't feeling that love for their children. The Bible says in Philippians 4 that we shouldn't be anxious for anything, but that we can always bring our requests to God and His peace will guard our hearts and our minds. So it doesn't mean that we pretend the conflict isn't going on, but it does mean that we choose to set a boundary and say, those are conversations that I am not going to be a part of. And instead, I'm going to bring my concern and worry to God and take His peace in exchange. There's 3 things we want to leave you with today. First is a question for God. Take some time and ask God, how can you bring peace into the middle of my family situation? The second is a step to take. Today is the day to set up some healthy boundaries in your family. For example, maybe ask your mom or dad not to speak negatively about each other to you. And last is a resource. There's a great website to help you deal with all of the emotions that come with conflict in your family. kidshelpphone.ca. Check it out. So how does our perspective change when we remember that we're daughters of God? Well, maybe you're feeling hopeless about your parents' relationship right now, and you're wondering if it'll ever be restored. Well, even if it's not, remember that their story doesn't have to be your story. God can bring wholeness and healing in your future relationships that will even bring redemption to the experiences that you've had in the past. So don't worry about the future. Know that He's got you.